Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. This will be a reading for water signs. It's just going to be a general collective reading. So if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces sun sign, this reading may resonate. Obviously, it won't resonate for all of you. That's a ton of people. So if you start feeling like I'm wrong or I don't know what I'm talking about, that means it's not your reading. Just discard it. Remember that there is also no gender. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. You can just disregard the sex or gender. Those cards actually describe a personality type, and they have nothing to do with someone's genitalia. Let's just say that. I'd be really grateful if you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you like my readings, that's the best way to get notified every time I post. I also offer a membership. If you're interested in that, you can click the join button to check out all the perks, and I do offer private personals to my members. I also do have a way to get a free one-question reading. If you check out my community tab or where it says posts on the channel, you can see how to do that. So again, this is just collective. We'll let the cards pull the energy. We'll go over everything. We'll grab some advice in the end. Flipped all of those hoes. What is going on here? Alright, there we go. Let me grab one overall energy from this deck. Okay. So we're going to get the Three of Pentacles. And of course in the Thoth deck this is works. We have moving on, thank you, next. Antisocial. Exhibits behavior that markedly deviates from social norms and violates others' rights. And cleansing energy. I purify myself with positive energy. I cleanse toxicity and habits that don't serve me. In this space, I cultivate wholeness and embrace a cleansing energy. And we have a time for healing. So for a lot of you, this is a problem in the workplace, right? You could be dealing with a boss that you feel, or a boss, a manager, or even just a coworker that you feel is an actual sociopath. They do not care about other people's. They will violate anyone to get where they are going. All that they give a fuck about is that dollar. What's interesting is I think that wherever you've been at, you've kind of been there for a while, but you couldn't really see what was going on. It's like now all of a sudden there's something crazy happening. And you're starting to really see this person differently or see who they really are in a situation here. I think for a lot of y'all, like let's say this is an employer, all of a sudden you're finding out that this person is being sued. It could be for something crazy where they have violated one of their employees' rights, or they could just be doing like illegal scamming shit. I feel like whoever we're talking about here, whoever the Queen of Pentacles is to you, and I think for most of you this is an employer, or even someone like an HR or something. I feel like there really is like some like shocking legal situation that's going on here this week. And you're going to look at somebody totally different than you ever have before. Like, you may not even know this person was like this. You couldn't even, if this is like a scam that the business that you were working for does, like, you actually had no idea that this was what was really going on behind the scenes here. I feel like there's definitely some type of news coming in, and you feel like you're going to have to leave a place behind and go somewhere else. I think it's not enough, though. I feel like there's some like truth that has to be exposed. For some of you, maybe it's trying to let you know that you are not aware of who you're working for, or if this has something to do with like a side hustle where there's other people involved. You may not know that this is a fucking scam, and that there's about to be a whole bunch of legalities that you could also be caught up in. Like, you may have to actually testify against or for someone here. You could have to sit down with some type of legal advisor who's going to tell you about your rights in a situation. Like, this could actually be really scary for somebody here, where they did not see this coming at all. I mean, it is the Tower in Judgment. Out of nowhere, this is happening. Now, I do want to say, like, this could also be like an IRS thing. Like, you could have been working for a company and you've been there for a year, and all of a sudden the IRS is walking in and they have a lot of fucking questions. And unfortunately, it was you that was doing your job the way you were taught to, and it was you that was, siphoning money some kind of way weird or something. I just feel like you're getting caught up in something here that you actually weren't even aware of. So this is, I think, a warning to some people that, like, you need to expect that there's going to be some kind of major shift or problem when it comes to the workplace. Now, this is not for somebody who's self-employed or anything like that. This is for somebody who is working for someone else, just to be clear. There's clearly two individuals involved here. So this could be kind of interesting for you, because I think here it's like, you're going to be questioned, and you want to be as honest as possible to keep yourself out of a situation, but I think are also going to feel like you have to be careful about what you say, because you also kind of care for this other person. You don't necessarily know what's actually happening here. I'm getting several different situations. This could be like you've been working for somebody for a long time and they've never done anything that was like offhanded or like weird to you, but there's somebody in the company who is claiming that this person discriminated against them or violated them in some kind of way. And you're going to be forced to have to speak on something, and you don't even know where you stand, because this is like the first time you're hearing about this person being like this. You actually don't know what to think about it. For others of you, though, it's like the company that you work for is about to fucking go down, and you may have to honestly get a lawyer to make sure you're not going down with them. Whatever this is, though, it's something that you weren't aware of happening, or like you just didn't know was a thing. But it's going to impact you. I mean, we're looking at the Five of Pentacles here. This could take away your job. This could, like if this is, if the IRS walks in and a place owes them a bunch of money, like I've seen this before, this poor guy who like but owned a business next to the place where I worked. Like, we all came into work one day and all of a sudden there was like a bunch of caution tape and this huge sign on the door that said, like, literally it stated to the entire community that this gentleman had not paid his taxes and that all of his belongings were taken. Like, his inventory was taken out of his store and belonged now to the IRS. This could be something fucking crazy like that, to where this person who you're working for, like, all of their accounts may be suspended, like they actually cannot get you pay that they owe you or something. I don't know what this is, but it's looking crazy. And the literal outcome here, unfortunately, is you looking for a new job and going without money for a bit. Now, for some of you, this may not be a job. I want to keep it real. Like, this could be a relationship. You don't even know this person is like this until all of a sudden this business that they own, you realize is something fucking wild. Like, whoever you've been dealing with and however long you've been dealing with them, not an ounce of anything that ever came out of their mouth about work was the truth. You could be finding out somebody is like about to affect your life. Like, let's say that this is your husband or wife and they have a business and you don't even question this shit because the money is good. Like they're just good. Every bill period, there's no questions to be asked. And all of a sudden there are police in your house questioning you about the business that this person is running because they're actually not a stand-up person, an A1 person, and you actually had no fucking clue what they were really out here doing. There's something going on here that's going to be really shocking and change everything in your life this week. And for a lot of you, you're going to have to lawyer up. Now, if this is your spouse and they've done something stupid, like with the IRS or something, understand all of your accounts will be frozen. It ain't just going to be one person busted up. When you're married, you're a part of it. You know what I mean? So there is something really major happening here. And I think it's going to be really shocking. And the hard part here, the hardest part, the biggest challenge is going to be accepting the truth about who a person or, people in a situation really are. Scandalous. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. The Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Bro, I feel like I'm just getting, obviously I'm reading for a bunch of signs. Some of you need to realize, some of you, this is a combined story when I say your partner owns a business and they seem upright and there's never any problems with the business. And the next thing you know, there's a fat fucking lawsuit because they touched a minor at work or something. Just something crazy that you would never, it's so many things that are going to affect you all at once. For a lot of you, this is a partnership. For a lot of you, you work for somebody that you actually consider your friend. You don't want to believe this truth when it comes at you. The main problem here is that whoever is being accused of something or whoever you may have to stand against is someone that you really have a deep connection with, or you think you do. And that's where the problem is going to lie. So for a lot of you, this will not just be a financial loss. There's going to be a bunch of emotional loss behind this because somebody who you think is sincere and a genuine person isn't. You see them, as this type of person, but they're not. Some of you are going to be so thrown off because all the truths that are coming out here break everything that you thought was true about who you are and what the fuck is going on in a situation. Like, everything you thought you knew about a person is a lie, and it's going to be so... it's the Tower of Judgment. I think this will be a hard circumstance because somebody's not sure where to stand on it. It's like, it'd be a little hard, if this Queen of Swords is like a lawyer or a judge or somebody that's telling you straight up, this is the case and here's all the evidence. But you've loved this person forever. And so it's like, how do you truly believe this? Somebody's not ready for what is about to happen this week. And this is just trying to prepare you. I'm also getting, this is so weird, but also not because I've seen these situations a lot. Could be getting that somebody is married and they maybe were talking to somebody that they shouldn't have and got scammed, and now they're going to have to sit down and explain this to a partner. So this could be the other way around, where it's you, where you thought you were being sneaky and you were talking to, somebody that you were going to leave a person for or something, and then it all comes out because they done ran off with your fucking money. You have to do a whole bunch of legal stuff to get the money back, and now you got to explain to your partner how this even happened. Or this could be going the other way around. Don't forget these scam artists exist. You know how many women I've had to deal with where they were crying to me because some Nigerian prince that was in love with them in another country was going to do this and this and this for them, and all they did was take tens of thousands of dollars from them and then leave them there to explain to their partner, like what actually happened in that situation. If some of you are talking to somebody like that, don't be fucking stupid, especially if you're married. Don't be stupid. This is warning you. Somebody is asking you for something, or they want specific information and you think you can trust them. No, you cannot. And this will not just affect you, it's going to affect other people. So I don't know which side of this is on, and I'm getting a lot of different situations, but somebody in your life or you yourself are not who you're claiming to another person. And it's all going to blow up in somebody's face this week. What's the advice? Somebody has no clue that they're dealing with somebody who actually is antisocial, like an actual sociopath. Okay, so we have Death, Scorpio energy, the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and there's that Three of Pentacles again. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, for a lot of you, there's something ending. So I want to look at this from both sides. Say you're a person, okay, who's married to a person and everything seems kind of perfect. This person has a good job and, they seem to be like the stand-up partner or something. And then you're going to find out who they really are this week. Whether they're being legally charged for something that was done at work. For some of you, the scam is in the opposite direction. I'm talking to you and you're about to find out that your spouse or partner actually has been talking to someone else, and not just anybody, an actual scumbag who's out here violating a bunch of people, and they fell for this. And that's going to be really hard to absorb because now your money's fucked up, your feelings are fucked up, and you have no trust for this person, and you have to take a bunch of legal action to work your way out of that. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but this is serious. If it's on the other end, you're about to be caught right the fuck up if you agree. Mind you, somebody could ask you for like $500, and because you're dumb and give them your bank account information, they end up with $500,000 that's not yours. And now you got to explain that to someone else. But I think for a lot of you, this is not even hitting home. This could be at work. Either way, everything in life is about to change. Everything how you know it right now is about to change drastically. We have the Tower here, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and Death. We're talking about major change that you do not see coming. And it's going to have to, in the end of all of this, something is going to be considered a betrayal. You will be on your fucking knees over this situation. And you're going to have to start over. So the advice, though, is pushing that, although this may be painful at first, once this truth comes out, at least you know, and you can pick up the pieces and move on with your life. All right. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to someone. I'll see you guys soon.